Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So a lot of emotions in the room after that game.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. All right.
Redwood absolutely livid. Deadstroke could not care less. Slashy knows he's a cheeser, and
Yeah.
Mata is disappointed.
I'm also disappointed.
What's up?
I'm also disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm also disappointed. Montrose stretch, though, again, we've seen this one a few times as well, but in terms of set count, I can't really list it off the top of my head. I think they've traded enough times, but both of them really, really strong at the spacing game, which is, I think, really going to be the hallmark of this set.
When Montrose was hanging out with us for a little bit, he did say he was confident going into this. I imagine he goes Diddy here. Diddy traditionally very solid against sorties, and Ness, not so much.
Yeah, Montrose has the set count here. He's up 7-5.
Okay.
So very contested here. So
Yeah.
I would expect a pretty close set.
Interesting.
Well, between the two, I mean, yeah, Diddy Kong, you did mention it. Although, in terms of the spacing game, can get caught out by some of these swords. That's really Marth's best in here, is just trying to use the drift effectively, and also calling out that monkey foot. If you're able to know the difference between command grab and the hit, and recognize when Montrose is going to be going for either, I think that might be the kind of crucial aspect, because otherwise everything else is just Diddy stuff.
Speaking of Diddy stuff, 40 in climbing already on in this game one, man. He is absolutely no stop, no breaks, man. Oh my gosh.
What we're going to be seeing in this matchup, it feels as though Diddy can apply a ton of safe pressure at mid-distance, but the problem is once Stretch actually gets in, he has a ton of tools to force Diddy away. Like, you can basically try for tippers in this matchup if you actually want to, but that's kind of the space Diddy wants to play in. So in reality, what we're probably going to see is a lot of like single hit nairs, as well as things like dancing play, just to go ahead and force Diddy into awkward spots.
That makes sense. So it's like hitting regardless of spacing, just using the disjoint as what it should be, which is the outranging tool that you need against some of these aerials. Right now, trying to control a little bit of banana spacing as well. Stretch recognizing that he can protect that banana as well, especially in the center stage. He knows he can kind of pressure that in case Montrose wants to regain control of it. But it seems as though right now they're just trading hands, and a trick here and there, but no big follow-ups here just yet.
Yeah. The thing about Banana in this matchup is it feels like an objective that you play around. I play a lot of Rivals, and it's very similar to like Crag Rock in that sense, where it's just this thing. It's on the ground, and you can pick it up, but you can also mess around with it and sort of like play around it. It's like it's another platform almost.
It just adds a whole nother dynamic element. Stretch surviving here at 166. Ooh, trying to go for a side beat.
Oh my gosh, he was really almost confirmed off of just the dash attack. Absolutely crazy stuff from Montrose, but he needs to find some sort of way to seal out this kill now. Stretch racking on the damage, 55 already, and he's got the downer going for the S-Smash, but it's not going to make its mark.
I think that might have been because of the bounce. But I mean, I'm not sure. I'd have to check the replay. But I mean, I have noticed that Montrose is getting really desperate for the kill. At 190, he was looking for a ledge trump, and that's true desperation if you're looking for a good option like that. But something that you usually go early, not something you go on, rely on so high percent. Still, he's going to get that stock, and we'll see what reset here does for him.
So in this matchup, why is Diddy good against swords? Like you brought that up a little bit, but why specifically does this character do well against swords?
I mean, it's just because he has like some mobility mix-ups. It's a little bit of a drift, but it's also because of Banana, right? The projectile can be a big issue for swordies to deal with. They can try to invalidate it with their hitboxes, but that is a call-out. The hit extension could be even more of a vulnerability.
And also because it's transcending. The other big thing that we're seeing there.
Right.
Like usually if you jump as a swordie, you're committing to something. But usually you can put it at a distance where they can't react. Thing is, Diddy always can react, always can toss out that transcendent projectile and intercept your options. We're just not really seeing that too much. Montrose is like, he's trying to scrap. He's tossing the banana a little bit too early instead of like holding it in and then trying to jump in and force out a jump.
I do feel like Stretch has also been playing more on the rising aerial rather than the falling aerial. He's been doing a lot of rising air like we're seeing right now. And that's making it more difficult for Montrose to catch the landings with the banana as he might like to.
What in the world?
Okay.
Reverse down to just clanking with the jab, I guess. He's going for an angel drop here. Not able to really commit to it, but oh my gosh, he was looking for just the rawest back air. Not gonna be quite it quite yet, but this is exactly where you want Stretch if you're Montrose here. Going for a bit of a, he wanted to see if Stretch would just stand on the ledge for a little bit longer. Forward air not going to be quite it either. He needs to start playing stretch a little bit earlier here. But it's up to him to see how he's going to be able to do that.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I think against a less patient player, Montrose would be like 3-stocking here, but Stretch, because he has that extra ounce of patience. Montrose kind of sometimes rushes his plans, especially with like the banana setup. And Stretch now finally getting that down air to forward smash, that big upswing. This is what he's looking for, and that patience is starting to pay off. He's looking for another option, but one advantage. Whoa. This is starting to be an issue. He didn't hold on to that option. Instead, he's going to take a couple more aerials for it.
That absolutely would have been it if he was able to find anything. He's sort of messing around with the banana, but oh my gosh, man. These like scramble situations are exactly where anyone needs to find some sort of straight hit, but both characters don't get a whole lot of kills off like random, like scrappy straight hits, because you need that tipper as Marth and need some sort of stronger hit on your Diddy.
It feels as though Stretch doesn't know what to do when he's got a banana in his hand. Like time and time again, whenever he cannot toss out hitboxes because he's got the item in his claws, it feels as though we're seeing Montrose build up momentum. We're not seeing a lot of like Z-drop into back air. We're not seeing a lot of Z-drop into neutral air. He just kind of held on to banana that entire last stock, did nothing with it, and then when it came time for Montrose to throw normals, he was able to outspace Marth.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's the fact that he is denying Montrose the banana, which is a positive in its own regard. But it's like, yeah, if you aren't using it effectively, then if Montrose is able to regain control very quickly, and he is, I think that's where it becomes an issue. If he just wants to throw it off stage and like reset it, that could be a worthy opportunity. But I don't know. We haven't yet to see that come to fruition.
Real talk, toss it up. Just toss it up and then play underneath.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people
play the long
feel
game.
pressure to do something with the banana. Sometimes you can just throw it up, it's going to be floating there, and then it's going to land, and it'll be under your control, so it'll become like a little stage hazard. So you can just toss it up, and you can like... So you don't feel the pressure of like, I have to do something with this banana, but also you're putting it in a place where he can't reach it.
Yeah. It's so interesting seeing what players are good at item play when they don't play item characters and which players aren't. Because things like that are so important when you're playing against like a Rob or a Robin or a Diddy Kong. Stretch just doesn't seem comfortable in that aspect. He's definitely trying. You saw that Z drop. He was definitely going for something.
Oh my god!
And getting it. I might be eating my words, man. He got just the craziest conversion off of that banana Z drop.
Starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with it. As the set goes on, as he experiments, as he tries like different things with the banana, you can see like he's finding different ways to use it.
That's crazy. I was literally about to say, like, what if he actually spaced all of his aerials and got all of these hits like he does with Dare, like falling Dare, and then he did. So he gets the stock because of it. But, I mean, his Dare spacing has been amazing, and he's looking for it on pretty much every landing right now. It might be a little bit too much. I don't know if the reliance is going to be a good or a bad thing just yet. We'll have to see.
Oh my god.
Let's not die off of it.
Being in these corner situations has to be a nightmare. Of course, you have those disjoints to put things out, but if you whiff something, banana is right there. That's the biggest thing. When you're playing against like a normal brawler, the swords are your best friend. But Diddy Kong just isn't a normal brawler when he has banana in hand. He's able to whiff punish you from so far away, and he has the speed to sort of capitalize off it the best he can.
Okay, it's just going to be another one of those little block strings that has been very potent, I think, for Stretch. He's very good at like poking, just spacing outside and fading back, even beyond his normal spacing. But getting off the ledge is another situation entirely. At 123, Montrose is going to get that edge guard, and Stretch might be hard pressed to take this next one, unless he gets his edge guard.
Stretch Knight's a weak hit.
Hey, man.
Oh, God.
Diddy's so short!
He's a short guy. Okay, but hey, still gonna get caught by that one.
Montrose had the read on the DI in there, but just wasn't able to execute in time, and Stretch capitalizing phenomenally.
And look at that, him stopping his side B after 2, and Montrose went for that shield grab, and he was too far back.
That's exactly the string he needs, man. To get you off stage in the corner, and that's where he's going to be able to make his money. He's really going all the way out there, even against Marth. It's not even that necessarily like he needs to go all the way out there to do it. It's the fact that he's threatening, right? He's like, I know you want to up B early if I keep going down there, because you want to if you're playing Marth, you want to be able to use that very fast up B to force attack. But if you're able to force him to go high, that's where you can get your F tilts off.
Oh, catches the banana as well. This is a nice little opportunity. Stretch has been looking for some of those aerials to do the 2-in-1, and that's capturing the banana mid-air. What a reset into the Dolphin Slash. Yo, Stretch, that was crazy good.
Montrose dropped the banana there, looking for some sort of back air out of it, but Stretch pulling the trigger immediately. The awareness of the matchup to do that is unparalleled at this point.
Okay.
That's a tool he hadn't really used. I feel like we didn't see too many of those upbeats come out.
No.
He was using them a lot in prior sets, just to catch people for like trying to beat on his shield too much or like going for combos that weren't quite true. But he hasn't really done it yet. And now Montrose switching over to the nets.
Interesting. Well, we talked about how this isn't great for swords. I mean, he's got to know something that we don't. I mean, I would say that if it's an out drift potential thing, maybe we could see it. The fade in, fade out with a lot of Ness aerials can be really good, or maybe he just wants to try to get a 0 to death off the rip. Still not going to get a dub on that regard. Stretch is firing right back.
Oh my
That
goodness.
single hit of the side B to jab block, absolutely beautiful from Stretch.
That was crazy.
Whoa, he's hungry for that one.
When Nerf and I were commentating on Friday, or not Friday, on Monday, we were noticing that Stretch likes to do a lot of like side B1 when he just runs off and does it when he's trying to edge guard you, and that's going to be super potent against Ness, and especially when it comes in tandem with that up B. You have to either tech or air dodge, and that's exactly what he needs.
Technic did fail.
Between this and the slushy set, Montrose is like over 3 on this point.
Never again, man.
And if not, it would have like threatened to trump.
Great tech, though. Absolutely needed that one.
Uh-oh, looking for a grab. Obviously, Montrose's game plan on full display, looking for the right kill throw, and that's just a matter of time. He's looking for it there too, but the pass through, Stretch able to avoid that for a short time.
But right back into it. There's not stopping at all. Keeping his momentum up as much as possible. And Montrose just can't get out of the corner, no matter how many aerials he's swinging. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, he's relying on the similar same stuff that we've seen before from good Nesses. Right now, we are going to see the mix. We're going to need to see the mix-up rather if we have a chance. And here, the back throw is not going to do it just yet, even with full rage.
Stretch has gotten a lot of nice hits, but he has been completely unable to seal out the stock, and Montrose has evened it up.
That's the thing, man. Like, even like Tipper Nair at 160, or I guess it wasn't Tipper, but Sour Spot. He went for that again, yeah. He likes using that, like, in disadvantage or advantage. I feel like if he's able to do run off and side B, that could mess up Montrose's recovery really, really hard, right?
In theory.
Yeah, that's one of those moves that'll work.
At the same time, sometimes you kill Ness by just getting hit by it and it shortens the distance.
Oh my gosh, he had the roll read too. I thought he was going for some sort of down air because Stretch is such a proprietor of those down airs.
And Stretch is such a good user of the short hop drift as well, forcing dash attacks from Montrose, forcing any of these kind of less committal sometimes, but in the case of the dash attack, very committal options. That's a nice little pickup too. Not going to be able to do anything. And then untechable, but he was going to die, so regardless. Yeah, it was a call out, but
That was kind of wild.
there, right?
So listen, I'm not getting this stock. I'll take this stock right now and then.
Makes sense.
It felt like in that matchup, because Montrose no longer had the transcendent projectile throw, Stretch was able to rely on falling aerials so much more. We saw in that last stock, he was doing a lot of falling fair, and Montrose just didn't really have a way through it. I think he's going back to the Diddy.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like, in theory, the Diddy is definitely the correct play. And there will be some instances where I feel like Montrose, when he has the games to play with, he swaps to a character just to sort of stop any momentum you have against him. Like Stretch won that last game against the Diddy Kong. And so switch to Ness. You have to realize how you. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
He runs off and just does the side B1, and it interrupts both Ness and Diddy Kong's recovery absolutely perfectly.
Is it the part where we say Stretch wins these? I feel like it is, but Montrose is crazy, so I mean, clearly it's not entirely true.
Oh my gosh, what spacing! He was ready to get the delay on the back air there. Super prepared, but Montrose, aggressive as ever. Running across the entire stage. He needs that banana on him, man.
But he tossed it out.
Oh!
He actually just gave it.
That was
so good?
With it.
I feel like Montrose, that was like a couple of situations where he probably could have escaped, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Stretches just have a very strong series of very well-placed reads.
Yeah. Stretch has been going on a tear on this entire bracket. Had what I would consider, I guess, some upsets. But looking very good, even as the fill player in this bracket.
Oh my gosh, yep, that'll finally be it. And
It's right up to wait and he knew
No
he was gonna
way!
pull back. Beautiful read. Correct.
I feel like there are like a couple players in this region. Like every player like has their own thing they do when someone's coming off the angel platform. You want to roll in, you want to jump away. Siga monkey does like double jump monkey flip a lot, but Stretch calling him out on the roll away of all things. That's a Swifter thing. Swifter always rolls away.
The secret option that I found is that you just run directly at them and they don't.
That's the fear. It's like you don't know I have the invincibility. What happens? Do I have the invincibility? You just gaslight them in your own
just run
gameplay.
from one end of the stage to the other.
Uh-oh, this is looking like it could be a stock to be taken. Sometimes in cities, so the juggles won't do too much, but I mean, with Rage, this could be very volatile, at least on either side. Stretch looking for the side edge guard, but yeah, a banana throw actually, in theory, should have set Montrose up for the being killed there, but Stretch wasn't expecting it.
I feel like we've been talking, and it's felt like Stretch has been in control of this game, but actually Montrose has really brought this match.
Oh my gosh,
God.
all the way
That's just
out
the
there.
Marth problem. He just can't find kills.
He's looking for these tippers, man.
There's been a couple situations.
Yes.
This is definitely trying to go like headache, but matchup.
What a call out. Just run up and do it, why don't you? That's not, yeah, he does that every time. He'll run to the corner, do double jump monkey flip. It's so cool.
Oh, forces the air dodge. That was an opportunity, but Stretch kind of lets off on the gas. But this time he is given the full opportunity to swing, baby!
Oh my God!
What
I
a
just
read.
talked about how Lucina might have been the better pick, and the man proves me wrong by killing the side.
There's a reason he plays Marth. Yeah.
We swing and
There's
swing
again a
in.
reason.
Oh.
Just shutting you up immediately, Scabs. He's just like, maybe I do kill like a cheater a little bit. With
bit.
honesty,
Yeah,
not
we
allowed.
love a
The
little
whole
cheating.
thing, the whole sword,
Yeah, let's cheat it up.
he's just that guy.
Definitely the X factor right
With
there.
the
Every now
Konami
and then,
code.
You just get some Jake.
Welcome to eStarland.com, your one-stop shop for all things gaming. Our massive selection of games includes everything from retro titles to the latest releases. And don't forget about our unbeatable trade-in program, where you'll get the best value on the planet for your used games. Our on-site repair team is also available to diagnose and fix any issues with your consoles or even your phone, so you can get back to gaming in no time. We have a wide range of merchandise to choose from too, including shirts, plushies, and a ton of other cool stuff. Visit eStarland.com today to see for yourself why we've been gaming like no other since 1991.